Hey, what's happening, babies? Elton here in the Verdun Borough of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's a lovely evening. It's the 1st of September 2023. I think it's probably about 6 o'clock. This year, well, obviously seems weird that this is an empty pool for some reason. I noticed that right away when I came here to use this facility here. Because there's going to be a friggin' heat wave coming big time. I think starting tomorrow or Sunday. Like supposed to get up, I think, to like 32, 33 by the early next week. This actually used to be a bathhouse. And there were a few buildings like that here in the city that were conceived for when, prior to the 40s or prior to the 50s, most people didn't have plumbing. So they would come bathe in these buildings here. See? So yeah, just a impromptu walking video. I'm starting here. The sun is starting to set. I just got off the 40,000 hybrid that my friend Joe was driving. Just took a nice long ride with him on the 108 route, 108 Bannentine route. And it's actually funny kind of be here because last time I went to see him, he doesn't live too far from here. And I walked down here quite a while actually before I took the bus. I didn't feel like taking the bus right away. Look at that, natatorium. Natatorium, is that original? Yeah, it's got definitely that Art Deco vibe, eh? That's for sure. Hey, look at this. This is the couple we were behind for like, I don't know how long, like 10, 15 minutes. We were literally behind these two people here. That's weird. Then you got your serious motorcycle over here. Yeah. Oh, the Montreal'S and the Quebecois love their motorcycles. There's no doubt about it. Oh, look at that. That one goes out to you, Brian, if you see this. There's a Volvo T3. I kind of like this Volvo because it's different. It's rare. See it all. Natatorium. Natatorium. Look, another empty pool. What the hell? Weird. It's weird. So we're walking easterly now. I don't know how long I'm going to film this for. Maybe what oh man. Where's our cruising our motorcycles tonight? You know what? And one of the reasons why I think motorcycles are bigger than ever, same thing with cycling, is because fuel has gotten to be so damn expensive, right? I mean, the cost of gasoline is through the roof in the last so many years, just also because of inflation not helping, obviously. Now we're at Wellington. Oh, sorry, this is Lasalle Boulevard. My bad. Sorry about that. Well, maybe I will continue this actually on Lasalle Boulevard, because Wellington Street splits off and goes this way, along with other streets that are parallel to that, such as Verdun Avenue, and as I mentioned, Bannentine. Look at this thing. That's a major heat score, eh? But damn, that looks cool. Look at that paint. That's sweet, man. Gotta make sure I don't walk in some dog shit here. That's pretty rad. Look at that spoiler, eh? Tabarnak. Yeah, that's a heat score and a half. When you own a car like that, Subaru WRX, souped up Civics, Integras, and the list goes on and on, you're basically, everything comes with a, I always say everything comes with a price, because it's true. If something like that, you're gonna get the cops' attention. You probably get pulled over. They may check to see if the car is conforming to. Oh shit! There's Ed calling me. Oh, sorry for the interruption in the filming, but that was my good friend Edward Herpa, who some of you might know as, hey, I like that color. Some of you might know as the beautiful dark red Corvair. I almost said Corvette, bite my tongue. Definitely not a Corvette. He's got the Corvair, he's got his Morris Minor, he's got the Taurus, and he's got his Astro van, and he has a Golf also you've probably never seen. That is a nice looking Lexus. That is not a common car. That's an SC400, I believe. Yeah, anyway, like I was saying earlier, it's so common now to see all motorcycles of all kinds, because they might be expensive to plate and insure because they're so dangerous, but they're peanuts on gas. That's the thing. I mean, what are you going to put in $5? I don't know, a $5-10 worth of gas, or not even in the gas tank, and it's going to last you like for how long? You know what I mean? Like seriously, I don't even know how much. Like 100 miles. It's ridiculous. Here comes one now. See? Yeah, man, Harley Davidson. That reminds me, I was mentioning to my friend Ed about my friend Nick before, and Mr. You know, my friend Nick, Mr. Mustang there, who had a little accidente with it, unfortunately. And he was talking to me about, he was thinking about selling his Harley, actually, his 2004. Some of you might have saw there, I always forget the name of it, it's not a Sportster. Oh, there's a rare car, look at that, eh? Look at that, Oldsmobile Intrigue, boy. Boy, there's not many of these, eh? Look at that, that thing is in good shape too, it looks like, eh? Check that out. Check that out. Reminds me of this guy who had contacted me about a month ago. What a putz. He's like 18 years old. Apparently he says he sells cars. I don't know, he could have been a bullshit artist, but he was all proud because he had one of these. And you know, he was interested in the magazine ads I had for those, and I talked to this guy for like 2 hours. He just hit it off like that, you know, because the guy's a character like me, totally. But, man, no, never called back. And then when I followed up and called him 2 days later to see if he was going to come, you know, because, hey, I was so desperate for business, because business is terrible for me past year, then he's like, it was like a whole different person. It's like I was disturbing him completely, you know, it was just totally not the same person. So, yeah, what a putz. I don't know, we became friends on Facebook, and I took him right away, man. No messing around. I like people who mean what they say and say what they mean. I don't like, look at this, non-stop here. Oh, that's my favorite type. Oh my God, that's my favorite type of Harley. The classic Electra Glide there with the big fenders, all the chrome bits and the wide white wall tires. Oh my lordy. They've been making that like that since the 50s at least, I think. A lovely gazebo there. Yeah, man. So yeah, I've become very conscious of the fact that filming with this Nikon has become annoying in a sense because... Oh wow, that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a one-way sign like that. Isn't it obviously? It just says one way and it's all faded out. Anyway, but... yeah, it's like if I hold the camera, let's say just with my left hand, okay, I'm going to do that right now, okay? Chances are that the sound might come up all like, like really not great. It's very irritating. It's and I noticed that for a lot of cars, especially I filmed. I don't know if it's going to do it right now, but I did do the test at my place and I noticed that. And I was not too happy about that. You know, I mean, I bought this thing used. It cost me $300. So, not too impressed. Okay, now we're going to zoom down here on Verdun Street. Verdun Avenue Verdun. There you go, you can see the ever-changing sky of downtown Montreal there. Downtown Montreal. Yeah. Well, we're not going that way. We're going to continue on here on Boulevard Lasalle. Lasalle, like the Cadillac Lasalle that I filmed last month. In the Chambly Concours d'Elegance. Was that last month? No, that was in July, I think. Boy, I really had a light supper. I'm still kind of hungry now, actually. I have to get something. Yeah. I got your Bixie bikes there. But what's really the term for those anyway, eh? Bikes you rent? Rentable bikes? I don't know. What do I know? I'm an idiot. Look at this. This is what street? Claude Street? Godin. I had a social worker once with that name, I think. Yeah, when I was going through a rough time in my life, like so many of you, you know, where you need help, you need somebody to listen to you and guidance and so forth, you know. Oh, not scratches. I'm enjoying filming this for you guys. I'm actually pretty tired right now, so I don't know. I don't really know how long I'm going to be filming this for, frankly. This looks pretty snazzy, eh, here? Somebody's got a barbecue going. You can smell it. You can smell it. You were like a hurricane. There's something in your eye. Yeah, that's by good old fellow Canadian Mr. Neil Young. Yeah. But I'm really blown away. One of these days I'm going to definitely go walking off one of these side streets here. you can see how things look more modern. You look at all these townhouses there, right? But I miss living down here. I lived here for 3 years, between 2009 and 2011. And I was on La Nouette Street. I wasn't even living on a good street, actually. I was living on a pretty rough part of Verdun. This is definitely not it. By the way, the river is down there, which I didn't mention. Look at that beautiful Dodge Durango. Oh, me prefer one with a Hemi, but you know, more motorcycles. Oh, she looks old. Triumph. Probably not that old though. Just like Harley Davidson and so many others, just continuing that old school look and tradition. Because if that was possible with cars, there would be cars driving around looking like 57 Chevys and 59 Cadillacs and so forth and so forth. And I love those diamond-shaped windows. It just reminds me of that that vintage elevator I filmed on Queen Mary. Look at the frickin' size of this tree, man. Look at the size of that tree. Jesus, Murphy, that's got to be at least 200 years old. I'm not kidding. That's like twice as old as all these homes that are here. Holy mackerel. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's one thing I would love to see, actually, if I ever could go back to BC, British Columbia. Is, again, because it rains so much and winters are not as harsh as here, there's just these humongous trees in a lot of places, you know. It's nice to be walking here. I'm glad of it because, again, to have taken a ride before with Joe on the 108 bus, man, it's just nuts. St. Henri, downtown, the traffic is crazy. There's people all over the place. There's cars all over the place. There's bad drivers. There's construction. It's nuts. It's nuts, man. Boy, something smells good around here, eh? It smells like dinner time. I always seem to forget that this whole part here is more away from Wellington Street than I thought. But the days are getting shorter, my friends. The days are getting shorter. And I was telling Joe when I used to live down here in those years I mentioned, I used to see a lot of old cars, man. Old stuff. I hardly see much anymore, though. You know, for so many reasons. Right? I don't like scooters. I was telling the Joe, I don't like scooters. He bought one. He bought one of those electric jobs, you know. Lasalle and Richard, or Richard if you wish, if you will, if you want. There's a bike path there. I think I ran down this bike path after I left Grant. What was that, on Tuesday? Wednesday? What happened to that guy? I called him earlier. No reply. I don't know what happened to this guy. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate it when you call a good friend or family and you can't reach them? They don't call you back and they're like, what the hell's going on? You get worried, you know? What do you think? That's one of the reasons why I stopped smoking the weed, among other reasons. Just so I don't have to worry so much about things, and it drives you nuts. You know, that's not cool. Oh, it didn't backfire. I was kind of expecting it. It's just come to that point, you know, when you hear a car with a motor that's tuned up like that, or exhaust, like it's just gonna do that fart, you know, pow! You know, sun setting. Looks like there was a little fire over here, eh? And it's funny, the sun, I don't know what it is. It looks like, it kind of looks like how the sun looked during the forest fires, actually. It looked kind of like that. It looked kind of like a, what do you call it? Not clear, kind of, anyway. Wow, this is quite the collection, eh? Look at this, it's like a miniature botanical gardens here. Hey, think maybe they're Italian? Yeah, very possible. And by the way, when I make a comment like that, that has nothing to do with being racist, okay? And I want to make that clear because people are nuts today. Like, really, it's just that Italians are very good. They love details. They like to exaggerate things and make things beautiful and beautify and improve. And so, what the hell's wrong with that? They're almost in a class of their own, actually. Whoa, look at this oldie. Like my friend Nick, right? He's Italian. Look at this. This could be Italian, sir, right? See, look how exaggerated all this is. This fencing and all these lights and the white bricks and everything. Look at this with the statues. It's like, man, oh man, who lives here? But, you know, hey, God bless them. That's what makes them different. That's what makes them special. You know? How many people are like that? How many types of people are? Look at that. Looks like it's like a little miniature Saint Leonard right there. You know what I'm saying? That's all good. You know, I'm not prejudiced. I hate everybody equally. I love everybody equally. Do you see what I'm saying? What's this huge building here that I never really noticed before? Is that a residence? I don't remember seeing this at all. I don't remember seeing this at all because I haven't walked this way many times. And anyway, also, if you're on the bus, it's, you know, where the hell am I going? You know what? I just realized. I think I did veer off. I did veer off. Where the hell am I? Did I veer off already from Wellington? I didn't notice. Oh no, it's coming up here. Okay, yeah, I see the split here. Yeah, that's where it's going to end. It's going to end here. That's it. There's Beatty Street. This I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. There's too many people that are getting hit by cars. Look, you see, like, it's like there's a film over the sun. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It just looks weak. It's like there's a light. Anyway, I don't know. Luckily I don't see too many people doing that biking with their little baby in the back seat there. It just doesn't look safe. Bikes are not safe. Scooters not safe. Any vehicles with two wheels statistically are not safe. You don't think when I occasionally ride my bike, I'm afraid now and then I'm going to get hit by a freaking car or truck or bus? Not impossible. Or another cyclist for that matter. Especially since a lot of them, they ride like freaking maniacs, you know? Oh yeah, look at that. There's some kind of a... Oh no, they're tennis courts. The way they put those lights on earlier. Anyway, well, that's it, guys. I'm tired of filming, tired of holding the camera. I'm going to go take a break somewhere. So, thanks for watching. And by the way, if you want to see some of my unique photos that I post on Patreon, just for patrons only, check me out. Become a patron member. I would really appreciate your support for whatever you want to pay. How much you want to pay a month, it's up to you. It'd be greatly appreciated. And this is definitely a weird intersection right here. Look at this. This is bizarre. I remember even noticing this when I lived down here. Look how weird this is. Anyway, we'll finish with that, eh? I don't think we're going to be filming any old cars going by, eh? Look at this old ass fence, eh? She needs some paint, eh? Oh, yeah. So take care, y'all. All the best. Thanks for watching. Appreciate always your appreciative comments. And I know there's a couple of you had look at this. This doesn't look old, eh? There was a couple of you had asked for me to film a couple of streets. I think one of them is in Lasalle. You know, I mean, I have to pay extra to go there. The other day I paid extra to go to the South Shore just only because I took the REM ride with Ben, and I met also one of my fans, Mike Benelia. So other than that, But yeah, in Montreal, I know there's a couple of you, like Harry, you know, suggested to do a walking video on some streets. So yeah, let me know, whatever that street may be. I'm just zooming in and see if there's any oldies. Of course there is not. Alright guys, oh look at that, take care, look at that, finishing on a high note with the MGB. Yes sir, I got you buddy, I see your classic MGB 1970 something, built until 1980.